Amid affordability crisis, builders continue to pivot towards condos and townhomes. Now, this is what we're seeing here locally. This is obviously clearly saying this across the country too, because here's the among the 50 largest metros, you have Pittsburgh, Indianapolis, Dallas, New York, and Las Vegas are still issuing the most permits when compared to before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Now, these are places in different states and in much different demographics of our nation. Our nation's huge, right?
I know.
Duh. But they're clearly signaling and taking action on the multi-housing front. Or not, I shouldn't say attached housing.
Yeah. I like it right here where it says just construction activity fell for the second consecutive year, but remains above the pre-pandemic pace. And I'm like, I wonder why, right? Like, I just wonder why. And it makes me laugh because, builders, they operate like a mafia.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Like, hey, why do we need to build and have a surplus of homes? Then we're just going to shoot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
One, it's going to be a disservice to them because of the high cost of construction, right? So if they do a higher volume and they don't meet that, they already paid that top dollar for that.
Yeah.
So they can lose a lot of money just with that alone.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, what happens with new builders, they can control their margins. So they could they could offer certain incentives to the consumer, right? To make sure it's something that, it's appeasing to the new buyer. Like, well, let me help you with the 2-1 buy down.
So I think this is what I was saying a couple minutes ago, or 2 segments ago now. I think this is letting the market do what the market does. Let the free market operate.
Yeah.
Because when you give builders a choice of what kind of house they can build with let's say the remaining, square footage of land, the acreage that's there, how many units can I make that maintains a certain margin that's profitable that I can do within a certain period of time that appetizes that meets the appetite of the market for demand by bringing some inventory. And I think you see that in this number that they kind of snuck in at the bottom. The median lot area fell by 700 square feet,
of course,
when compared to the previous year.
Yeah.
The median home size remained at 2,200 square feet. Along with other small, the number of single-family starts with the porch or patio also fell. So it's this, we have to get kind of like tighter in order to maintain margin to justify even doing the thing. Yeah. If we need more housing, there has to be some meat on the bone for them. Otherwise, why are they going to do it?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you know what you end up with if they don't? Government housing.
Exactly.
You just get a concrete building with a door, maybe, and a lock, maybe.
Couple windows.
Yeah, no floor. Okay, I'm not going to trash government building. They're shutting down our show right now.
Yeah. No, but I do see that 2,200 square feet. I mean, Andy, when I bought my first home, it was 1,600. It was 1,606.
Yeah,
square
I think
feet.
mine was 1,559 or something.
Right, and it was like it was a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. And with the option of 1 downstairs because he didn't have the closet, which I'm like, I'll make it another bedroom. So it was really like a 4-bedroom, right?
Whack down a wall.
Yeah,
that's a room.
You didn't have to. It was right there. It was just the inlet for the closet door. I just had to do is put a closet door. It's considered a bedroom, and then put a door walking in. I think I did do that. I don't remember, but
oh my gosh.
But anyhow,
like Harry Potter this thing. Like, you're sleeping under the stairs.
But pretty much, because us Hispanic people, we have a lot of company coming. So here you go. There's your bedroom.
Smallest kids can go hang out in there.
No, it's actually a pretty large room, So
do you think this is the solution, though? Do you think that condos is the solution? I know this is what's happening. So do you think that this is a good long-term solution? Or do you think this is barely a Band-Aid and then we're going to have another bigger problem later?
Oh, this is a Band-Aid. Definitely a Band-Aid. I mean, again, for us in San Diego, we're landlocked.
Do you feel that way about ADUs too? Are ADUs just a Band-Aid, or do you think that's a long-term solution?
Well, we're running out of space.
Yeah.
These are all Band-Aids, and our population keeps growing.
Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to corner you.
No. I know you're not, but these are facts, right? Our population keeps growing.
Yeah.
Here in the U.S., we don't limit how many kids you have.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go there.
Right. And if you go like China, where their population is over 1 billion people, guess what they're building a lot of?
I think they did away with. I don't know if they did. Someone's gonna fact check this. I think they did away with the one-child policy a long time ago. But but I know what you're referring to.
Because you're having a lot of issues with the younger generation now for filling in the gap of that. So there's huge issues over there.
Yeah.
And so. Yeah, but I mean, all you see over there, everything's high rise. Everything's high rise. They just got to keep building because the population just continues to grow.
So what I'm hearing you say is it's just a Band-Aid. It's not a long-term solution. But why? What would make you say it's a long-term solution? Because if it's permanent housing, then what would then constitute? If it's permanent housing and it's not a long-term solution, what would constitute a long-term solution?
Long-term solution that they're going to have to build out. People are going to be okay with just
expanding
building and
out.
expanding out,
All right.
using the areas that are not near your downtown. Here in downtown San Diego, like we're done.
There's nothing left.
What else can you do?
Yeah.
ADUs or tear down buildings and build up. Because if you continue to do, cover the land with just single family residents, you run out of space. It's done. You got to go down to El Cajon, Alpine, and continue to go all that way.
My mind is trying to remind me. My memory's trying to remind me of something where they someone converted a mall. I'll have to bring this back to another show.
Yeah.
Someone converted a mall into
Apartments
or condos or something.
That's going to be the mall in downtown.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, I was thinking like a different region. I saw
No,
this. I saw an
that's going to
article
be
about this.
that's what it is.
Oh,
It's
they're
right
doing
there.
that
Yeah, Hardin Plaza.
Well, there. I just learned that right now that
Hardin Plaza.
downtown's going to become residential.
If you
I
go
actually
there,
didn't know that.
if you go there, which is crazy, I went like 3 years ago thinking there's a Nordstrom there still.
Yes. Go ahead.
Gone. It was gone.
Yeah, you know why I thought that? My brother-in-law does air balancing he had done air balancing on that, and there was going to be a research facility going in and part of that for biotech. That's why I didn't think it was residential. But it's becoming residential.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what's in the talks right now, that they're going to make it all condos.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So,
all right. Well, condos and townhomes are the hot
Yeah.
the what do they call it? The hot out of the oven.
Yeah.
The bun's hot out of the oven. The bread is hot out of the oven, and it's townhomes and condos.
Yep.
I think we're destined to see more of this in 2025. I cannot imagine this going lower. You see areas. I mean, San Diego is listed on this because we've had more in 2024 than we did in 23, and even though it's slower than we did in 2022, I mean, we have a substantial amount of increase of permits for townhomes and condos.
Yeah.
And this is echoed in all these other major cities. All the charts show this as well, where you just see job creation is connected to that with the permits ratio. So I mean, it's hard to sit and have any other conclusive summary than this is just the way it's going to trend.
Exactly. And this has been going on for decades, on our building. This is not just an issue that just came up a couple of years ago. Back in 2000, I think we had to build at least 1.2 or 1.3 million homes a year to keep up.
And they were like 20 years behind.
So that's just your number there.
The reason I said that is because at the very end of the article, it says here, to address the 4.5 million shortage, 4.5 million home shortage in the U.S. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're only 4.5 million shy. What would that do to prices? Can you imagine if like 4.5 million new places came on board, and even like in 3 or 4 years, that would be gnarly.
Well, just think about it. Back in the 2010-9, I think we had like 1.5, 1.6 million
After the collapse.
Yeah, correct. So
and prices took
look
a
at what that did.
Well, the prices took a nosedive, and there was barely any banks around to lend on the purchasing of those. Oh man.
So there you have it.